What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, we've been talking about it a lot, and it's going to be one of the biggest stories of the entire training camp and all of the offseason. I know that everyone keeps talking about the one guy that we all want to know about, Anthony Richardson. And there were some things going on at OTAs today that everyone was talking about when it came to Anthony Richardson. And a couple different comments really stood out today. And it's definitely very enthusiastic if you are a fan of Anthony Richardson or if you're trying to see him developing. A couple things was specifically about from some of the teammates of now Anthony Richardson. Some of the biggest ones has been, Samson Ebukam talked earlier today with the media saying, talking about Anthony Richardson's ability and says,
I wouldn't really say that he's making it difficult coming from the division that I came from because we have so much running quarterbacks. but it's good to go up against him every day in practice because he's just getting us ready because that's what the league is turning into is dual threat quarterback. So it's good to just have him back there. And I know that we're making him better as well because it's different doing 7-on-7 than when you got people in your face. So I know it's making him better as well. So we're sharpening each other.
How does that change the dynamic when you have a quarterback that's dual threat? I think Xavier Franklin this last year, he was saying like it adds an extra hat like as far as a blocker. So maybe how does that change the math of it?
Honestly, it kind of makes everything possible, because being dual threat like that, like a busted play, like can still be a big play. He just keeps it going, and that. I guess DBs to be like exhausted and somebody's gonna end up losing contain and he's already fast. So once he gets running, he's gone. But I seen his arm too. He got a big arm, so it's a lot to really prepare for. So I feel bad for the other teams for real.
Having a dual threat quarterback like him makes everything possible. A busted play can still be a big play. Said Richardson is a lot to prepare for, and I feel bad for other teams trying to do it. So that's really great to hear. And tight end Wally Cox definitely had some great comments to say about Anthony Richardson today.
Definitely very mature. Excited to watch him work. Sometimes it doesn't even look like he's throwing a ball. He's just like flicking it, and it gets there. So you can just tell all the tools are there, and you can see his confidence is growing every day. The more and more reps he gets, and then now they started working him in with the ones and stuff like that. So you could definitely, from Monday to today, you can see the improvement. So you could definitely, sky's the limit for him. But definitely, you could tell he gets it. He comes about his business. He comes in every day ready to work, and it's just exciting watching him out there working. And you see some of those like when he takes off and runs, you can see that juice there. It's an element we haven't had. I don't think we've had it since I've been here. So
he specifically stated that Anthony Richardson is very mature, and it's exciting to watch him work. Says can see all the tools are there, can already see improvement from Monday to today. So he says that already from Monday to basically when this is being recorded to Thursday evening, said that there's already a big difference in his ability from when he was to where he is now. And that's the big thing is, again, said the way you work is how young guys earn the respect of the locker room. And Richardson has been working really hard so far. So, again, we have been hearing it not only from, Molly Cox is what he's saying, but Shane Steichen and these other guys have been saying, Richardson's not just about working hard on the football field. This is a guy that wants to embed himself into not only this organization, but to the city of Indianapolis, trying to do anything and everything he can to try to make it his home. And it's phenomenal to hear this because, you hear a lot of guys that get drafted this early in the process, and a lot of these guys will have big egos. But again, from everything we saw from when we were drafting him to where he is now, all of the fine lines are there. Anthony Richardson is trying everything he can to be great and show that he is a workaholic when it comes to this sort of thing. And his teammates are picking it up, especially tight end Wally Cox, and Samson and Bukum. Guys on the other side are noticing it. And when they were having 7-on-7s earlier in the day, Anthony Richardson had a couple really good deep passes, had a 50-something odd pass in the air to Malik Turner. And also there was a second nice throw over the middle to Kylan Granson for a 60-plus yard catch and run. And that was another thing, too. We were talking about guys that could potentially be breakout candidates. And Kylan Granson was another one. Shane Steichen went out of his way to say that he was impressed with the skill set that Kylan Granson has and that he really thinks he can utilize that. So I like seeing that. I really like seeing that. And then, again, guys, this just goes back to it. Anthony Richardson has been fully enveloped. His teammates are really starting to buy in. He's showing that he is not only working hard, but he's improving very quickly. It's really awesome to see, guys. I'm very happy with this news. Happy to see you guys talking about it. So we'll have to see if that continues to be a thing. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this with Anthony Richardson drastically improving based off of what his coaches and his teammates are telling us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, guys, go Colts.